Hello and welcome to Heart, Mind, and Mechanics Business Coaching. This is a playlist on the From Career Woman to Business Owner channel. And welcome to this series of videos that I'm doing on what's holding you back from being your own boss. Now, if you are a very talented expert in your field, in your career, you're doing really well, but you don't feel that you can go out and start your own business, then it's probably for one or more of several reasons that we talked about in the last video. The video that is the overview gave you 4 different reasons that are common for not starting your own business. Last video, we talked about what would I do? And I explained some ways that you can figure out what it is that you can build a business around. And in this video, we're going to talk about, but how do I know if I'm credible? Now, this more than anything for many women holds us back from starting our business. We think that somehow if we don't have 100 years of doing something, we don't have a star on our forehead that says expert given to us by somebody else, we don't have thousands of people singing our praises, we don't have a degree in this field, we haven't been doing this forever, then we think, well, we can't build a business around it. There's no way that we can do that because we won't be credible. We feel like somehow we're imposters, and you've probably heard the term imposter syndrome before. In fact, if you're really good in your field, working in a corporation or in a small business, you may have actually coached somebody on feeling like an imposter in the job that they're doing for your company. Well, the same thing applies when you go out to start your own business. Somehow we feel that if we don't have all of the credentials that we think we need, that people are going to strip away our mask and think that we're an imposter. Well, let me give you a totally different way of looking at this that will help you to really put things in perspective. Now, if you want to go and do something, and you've been doing this for a while in a corporation or a small business, you're successful at it, people recognize you for doing whatever it is that you're doing, you've got kudos for it in your performance evaluations, people are saying, yeah, she's the person for this, then chances are really good that if you went and built a business around that you would be successful because you are doing really well in the area that you're in right now. Now, you may think, okay, but I don't have a degree. I kind of learned from somebody else in the company or whatever. Doesn't matter. When you go out to help people, and of course, that's what our businesses are doing. We're providing a service or a product that's going to help somebody. The only thing that they're really interested in is, can you help them? The what's in it for me? You tell me that you can do this, great. If you do it and I'm successful, that's all I care about. I'll say that you're a genius. If I follow your system or I buy your product and it doesn't work, then I'm going to say you're not a genius. And depending upon how you handle that, we may have words. But you can still build a business around what it is that you love, whatever it is that you're good at, without being, in your mind, the expert, because there's always going to be people that you can help. So, for example, let's say that you are a social media marketing genius, okay, in your company. And you've been doing this for a couple of years. You may have learned the basics from someone else. You're constantly going out, seeing what's working, what's not working. You spend a lot of time studying, getting better at what you're doing. And you are in your company, the person for social media marketing. When you think about setting up your own agency, you may be thinking, well, I haven't been in this for very long. I don't know enough. I can't, help everybody. And maybe, if I sign somebody up and they don't like what I'm doing, then they're going to go out and tell everybody that I'm a fraud and I'll never be able to work in this area again. Those are the sorts of things that go through our mind, and I'm going to call them gremlins. So rule number 1 is don't listen to your gremlins. Because if you've been doing this for a couple of years and you've been doing it successfully, and how do you know? You're getting paid well for it. The people in your company recognize your skill. You've got a budget, you've got a team, you're doing the job that you should be doing, and you're getting, excellence for it. Great. You really know what you're doing. If you went and set up your own agency, the people that you might attract may be newbies. You may not attract the seven-figure business owners yet because you still have a lot to learn. But the guys who are just starting out, who really don't know anything about social media and need help, those are the people that you can help. So whether or not you are credible really depends upon the target market that you're going after, the people that you're out there to help. If you target people who are in 7, 8, 9-figure businesses, then maybe they're not going to view you as credible and you're not going to get their business. Or if you do, they may fire you after a couple of months because what they're looking for is different. But if you're going after people who are struggling to be, 5-figure earners or 6-figure earners, and they're kind of new to this whole marketing side of social media, then those are your people and you can help them. And they may think you're a genius because you're helping them become visible, become experts in their field with just what you know from what you've been doing in the business that you're in. So don't think that you have to have the degrees. Don't think that you have to have been in an area for 100 years. Don't think that you have to have a gazillion posts out there before you can say that you're credible in social media marketing. Don't think that you have to have this huge following. It's not true. It really goes back to who it is that you think you can help and what is it that that group is going to view as being credible. You don't have to be 100% perfection in order to start your business. In fact, that may actually hold you back. If you think that you have to know everything there is to know about an area before you start your business, then you're never going to start it because things change and you're never going to know everything. I know that. When I started my business, the one that we grew to 7 figures over the years, I didn't know everything about everything that we had to do. I knew some things and I was very good at some things. And I had a lot of friends that I could ask questions of and learn from, but I certainly wasn't what I would have considered to be an expert. However, I was good enough to help the people that I was assigned to help. I had a group of people that I really wanted to make sure they got the absolute best service that I could possibly provide. And that's what really kept me going. And they recognized that. And so if they asked a question I didn't know the answer, boy, I'd find somebody who could answer that question for them and feed that back. And we both learned. And over the years, my skills got better. My education, of course, expanded. I grew my network of people that I could go to. And, over 10, 15 years, you get to know quite a bit. But at the beginning, I was certainly not an expert. And if I had waited until I was what I consider to be an expert, I never would have started the business. So think about it. If you really are holding back because you think you might not be credible, don't do that. Just sit down and think about who is it that I can help and give excellent value to. And then those will be the people that you set up your business to help. And those are the people that you're going to attract. And then as you get better at what you're doing, as you learn more, as you expand your network, as you become better known, and you also do a little bit more studying, then the type of people that you serve may change. You may go into the people who are multiple 6-figure earners and help them, and then 7-figure earners and help them. But at the beginning, just think to yourself, who is it that I can help? I'm 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of what group, and how can I give them the very best value possible for what it is that I can deliver so that they will be helped and they will tell their friends and I can grow a business around this group. Okay, hope that helps you. If you've got any questions, then drop them below. I would love to hear them. And also, if you've got value, please subscribe. Like this video and tell your friends. Would like to see them over watching it as well. Okay, and there's also in this group another video on imposter syndrome, which is something that plagues so many of us as women, whether we're in careers or not. It really is something that hounds a great many of us. So go watch that video as well. And I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.